I think that the mask ban might show up, but I don't think it's gonna be a factor. So we shall see. Oh yeah, and also hello and welcome to another episode of Toya Talks Wrestling. Today, let's talk about TKO WrestleMania. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of Raw in here as well. So apparently TKO, it looks like they're dropping their prices 25% for WrestleMania, which, well, no shit, you should. Like, I believe the cheapest tickets that I've seen, and this is like in the nosebleed seats. This is like in the area where the angels sit, where you can like sit next to like Peter, Paul, and John, or whoever else is up there. I don't know. You can sit up there with them, right? $730 for both nights, because WrestleMania is 2 nights. So for both nights, that's just for the ticket. That's just for the ticket. We're not even talking about everything added to that. You're talking about, you want to get some souvenirs, you know, some merchandise. Maybe you want to get something to eat or something to drink. That's gonna cost you some money. You gotta talk about like travel fees, plane tickets, Ubers if you take an Uber, hotel, you know, and stuff like that, and everything else. Is like, that all adds up. That all adds up. And if you're thinking about, well, you know, maybe I'll just go to Vegas because it's in Vegas like it was last year, and in the same venue like it was last year, and like, why would people want to pay for a ticket to go to the same place knowing what happened last year? Last year WrestleMania freaking sucked, and you can't all blame it on The Rock, because it's just like the whole show sucked. Like, you could probably blame The Rock for like the main event of the whole thing on Sunday, but you can't blame The Rock for everything. There was some decent freaking matches, but nothing that screams out, oh man, this should be on WrestleMania. No, this is a SmackDown match. This is a Raw match. Why pay over the yin yang for like just some regular freaking match I can watch on freaking Raw? Like, no. And there's no good storylines going on and everything else like that. It's like, why do you expect people to like be like, oh yeah, let me just pay for WrestleMania? I'm like, you haven't given anybody any reason to like buy a ticket to WrestleMania, because other than CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which is very interesting. I mean, once again, Roman Reigns is main eventing WrestleMania. That's just a bore, but I mean, it's gonna be a good storyline. Looks like we're getting Roman Reigns for like at least 5 Raws, so that's cool. So you can do some promos between him and Punk as we go into WrestleMania. Cool. But you have Cody Rhodes is now in the chamber, right? He won his elimination qualifier match, so he's in the chamber. More than likely, he's going to win the freaking chamber, and we're gonna get Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, which we've already seen. We have already seen this. I'm like, oh my god, I love Cody. I do, but unless you're gonna throw in fucking Jacob Fatu, and I don't care. I don't care. Let Randy Orton win. My goodness gracious, please let Randy Orton win in that situation. But you know, we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks, or next week actually. But like, the whole thing is just, it's so expensive. Like, but anyway, like I was saying, right? I was saying, like, maybe people come in, because sometimes people come in for WrestleMania because they have WrestleMania week where you can just enjoy the festivities around WrestleMania and stuff like that and everything else. And now you're thinking, oh, I can just go, and maybe I can go and like look at the local bar, the sports bar, the bar at the hotel, and watch it on the big screen over there. Nope. WWE TKO is banning everybody within the 50-mile radius of the venue of pretty much, you know, hosting a WrestleMania party. And I'm just like, what? Why? right? I mean, if you're still getting paid because they're paying for the freaking PLE, right? How that's any different than someone saying, I'm gonna stay at home and just throw a party at the house? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, y'all can pay like $5 or whatever and then stuff like that, and watch it on ESPN or watch it on cable or whatever it is you need to watch it on. I don't no idea. But yeah, you can't even watch it in the sports bars around the area. So you can't just go there and it's like, all you gotta do is like, usually somebody will like pay for the PLE, and all you gotta do is buy your drinks and your food and everything else, and you're surrounded by other like wrestling fans and stuff like that, and it's a great atmosphere. I've done a few times myself when I didn't have like cable and I couldn't afford it. I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go babysit some fries and a drink and go sit at the sports bar and watch fucking WrestleMania or whatever and stuff like that and everything else. But now you can't even do that. I heard you can't even do that, and I'm just like, what is like, TKO's greed is going to get the best of them for sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to get the best of them for sure. It's like, why? I don't understand. Like, I really don't get the whole thing. I mean, it also like kind of affects some of the wrestlers who are probably not going to be on the card, and they have their own little things around like the WrestleMania events as well, and they're probably cutting them off as well. I'm just like, are you trying to drive away fans or what? Is that what you're trying to do? Because you're doing a good job if that's what you're trying to do. That's the goal. Then you're doing a great job. Doing an amazing job. So congratulations on that, I guess. But yeah, so they're going down 25%. I'm thinking like, if you keep waiting, they're probably gonna be really low, like on like the day of or the week of. But how is that even fair for the people who already bought the tickets? But yeah, I don't know, because it's like right now there's just nothing interesting for anybody to even like buy the tickets for, other than like the Roman Reigns and CM Punk thing. That's it. There's no good storylines going in, right? It's nothing like exciting. It's nothing like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm like. Even like last night's Raw was freaking boring. It was dull as AF. Like, it was nothing good, Stephanie Ventura made Liv Morgan cry. We have no idea what she's saying because she was speaking in Spanish. Can I ask a question? I need to ask a question. How come when like we get Asuka or Kairi or Io or Shinsuke Nakamura speaking in Japanese, we get like subtitles because it's like it was a pre-recorded thing or something like that, and they have a promo and they have a pre-recorded promo. But when Stephanie Ventura was talking, we didn't get no subtitles. But everybody speaks Spanish, okay? We don't all speak Spanish. We don't, and it's not like this was like a live thing. It was pre-recorded. It was like because Michael Cole was talking to Liv Morgan about, giving her an interview talking about what her decision is going to be and stuff like that. And then Stephanie Ventura came in and started talking Spanish, and then Dominic Mysterio was there, and he started talking Spanish, and I'm like, so we ain't getting like no subtitles, nothing at all. We get them for like Asuka and them, but we're not getting it for that. Okay, cool. We don't know what she said. I don't know what she said, but she made Liv cry and everything else like that. They had, like I said, they had the qualifying match with Asuka, Natty, and Bayley. Asuka advances. They had something with the Vision versus, like the Vision was with Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Bronson Reed versus the Usos and LA Knight. And the Vision wins, and then Logan Paul was talking and bragging, and then the man in the mask came and stomped him to the ground, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, Mask Man, you're my hero. Okay, you're my hero. I want nothing but the best for you. You're the awesomest, And what else happened? Then we had the Americanos, Grande Americano the Kaiser one, goes up against Penta, and Penta won because they were going for the #1 contenders match, title, whatever. So I don't know when that's going to be defended or not. When that probably next Raw or the Raw after Elimination Chamber, I would imagine. I don't know. Finn Balor and CM Punk had a good promo together. That was cool. But what else happened? Nothing really happened after that. Oh, and then we had the men's Elimination Chamber with Gunther, Dominic Mysterio, and Javon Evans, which I said that more likely that Dragon Lee would cause Gunther the match, and that's exactly what happened. Dragon Lee comes in and pretty much attacks Gunther. Javon Evans hits an OG cutter on Dominic Mysterio, and he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber, and I can't wait to see him in there because he's going to be great. He's going to be fun. He's going to do some high flying on one of the pods and everything else like that. And he's probably like the youngest one there because everybody else is like in their 40s. Like he's 20. He's like 21, right? And he's like the youngest person in the pod, right? In the chamber right now, because you got Cody, who's like 40. You got Randy, who's like 40. You got LA Knight, who's like 40. And then there's Javon Evans, who's like 20. So he's gonna be the young buck in there, and he's gonna just do all the crazy shit that needs to be done. He's gonna do it. And I think the next matches for the qualifying match, I think next week, I don't know what it is this Friday, but next week I believe it is, actually no, on this Friday it's going to be Trick Williams, Camilla Hayes, and Damian Priest. More likely it's going to be Trick Williams because they need to put some heels in there, so it's going to be Trick Williams. I think it's going to be Trick Williams going to be next, and I forget who the women are. Can't remember, but it doesn't matter. And then on next Monday, we have Raquel Rodriguez. Who else do we have? Raquel, Kyrie, and Io. Now, more likely, it's probably going to be Io, but I'm like, we already have like 3 faces. Unless it's going to be all faces, because whoever, more likely Liv is going to pick Stephanie as her opponent for WrestleMania. So we gotta go with Jade Cargill. So I'm thinking about who in there could be a better match for Jade Cargill. You can have probably Io. Raquel would be great because they did have that little thing in there between Raquel and Jade, and they had the little match a couple of weeks ago and stuff like that. But I don't think it's gonna be Kyrie. So it's either gonna be Io or Raquel. But I mean, it could be Kyrie because Kyrie could come in because Asuka could help and everything else and stuff like that. But I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Raquel because they need more heels in there and stuff like that. And then for the men's, it's Jey Uso, Jey Uso, Grande Americano, Chad Gable, aka, and Bronson Reed. Now, unless the masked man causes Bronson Reed the match, which I a lot of people think he's gonna cause them the match. I don't think that's gonna happen. He might be there, but I think Bronson Reed is gonna go to the chamber. I think Bronson Reed should go to the chamber. But it might be Jey Uso. We might be running it back and yeeting it in the chamber. You know, that might happen. Oh my God, please don't let that happen. Well, I know it ain't gonna be Gable. It ain't gonna be a Grande America Gable. We know that much. So it's either gonna be Jey Uso or it's gonna be Bronson Reed, and I think it should be Bronson Reed. Also on Raw, there was a crate delivered to Adam Pearce. Well, it wasn't really delivered to Adam Pearce, it was delivered to Raw, and it's about as big as a person could be inside there, and we don't know what's in the crate. So they send it over to SmackDown. I'm pretty sure SmackDown, Nick Aldis is gonna be like, what's in the crate? And we don't know, and we can't open it until February 28th at Elimination Chamber. So I don't know. There's like people saying that, oh, maybe it's Jericho, maybe it's this, maybe it's a dick in a box. I don't know what it is, but something. I don't know. We'll see on the 28th, I guess. That's the big. Ooh, you need to come watch Elimination Chamber so you can know what's in the box, guys. But yeah, this just sucks. Like, it's great matches. Look here. Look here. I don't just watch wrestling because I want to see great matches. That's not why I watch it. It's cool and I enjoy that. But I watch because I want to see a storyline. I want to see a good storyline. I want to see something, not the same thing over and over again. It's like being in missionary position over and over again. My goodness gracious, turn a bitch over, hit it from the back, let me get on top. Something, do something different. This is boring. My goodness gracious. But I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. You know, I am looking forward to the chamber just because I want to see Devon Evans in there just doing the thing and everything else like that, and all this other stuff, and yeah, and I wish Bianca Belair would come back because I miss her, but I don't know what's going on with her hand. I don't know, man. Maybe she needs to get a new one. I'm like, oh my god, wrestle with a hook. We need you, girl. We need you. But yeah, I don't know. This everything just sucks. Anyways, hopefully this video didn't suck. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.